This is the story of Australia, my country and my land. It's a story of a land of travellers who sought the sky. And so what follows is an essay. It is my sincere and honest words of intent. May my words speak with the wisdom of all I have learned, with the wisdom of the heart of earth and the heart of sky. This story is my personal story, is my path and my destiny. This is the story I've heard in books, in videos, on the internet, and on the breath of the wind from around the world. But this is not a ritual dreaming, for I do not know the correct rituals. This is not an indigenous dreaming, for I am not indigenous. May my story be a portal. May my story be a request to the world. Heart of sky, heart of earth, hear my words. Give me the strength to listen to you. These are my words which are directed at you. These are my words and my prayer. Give me the strength to listen to you, heart of earth, heart of sky. Let my story be an ocean. Let my story carry me to the end of the earth, where I will find the sky. I have not yet found the sky, but here I tell you my story in hopefulness. This is my dreaming that I share with you. One day, we will make our dreaming together. And so here is the story of Australia. In the beginning, there existed the earth, but not the sky. The earth was a prosperous place where men and women lived in harmony with each other. But the council leaders of earth wanted to find the sky. They built themselves homes made out of bricks and roads made out of stone. The people of the earth built and built until, bit by bit, they covered all the soil with their work and their business. Soon, the people of earth could no longer see the soil. They kept building and building until the ground became rocks all the way down. The ground became rocks of work and business. Over many generations, the people of earth forgot what soil was. On earth, after many years, work was becoming harder. The ground was difficult to till, and people began to live high in the air to avoid walking on the tough rocks. Many people were required to build gargantuan houses which balanced precariously, pointed towards the sky. Many more people were required to make sure they kept balancing. The leaders of the earth wanted to find the sky. Most of the people of earth did not have enough to eat. Most of the people of earth had to work for their food. The people of earth had forgotten what soil was. Yet every so often the council leaders would receive reports from the end of the earth. Reports came of places where trees talked like people, where animals cared for themselves, and where people were born from the ground. The leaders of earth started to hear about something called soil. They had forgotten what soil was. The leaders of the earth imagined soil people. One day, the council leaders met in their parliament to discuss the problems on earth. They spent many hours discussing the problems. Many important men were very curious. What was this soil they had heard of? After more hours, it was decided that somebody must go to the end of the earth in order to feel this soil firsthand. None of the important men wanted to go to the end of the earth, so another meeting was held to discuss who would go. The council leaders consulted their elders, and consensus was formed that Captain Cook should lead an expedition to the end of the earth. The council leaders brought Captain Cook to the parliament. They asked Captain Cook, "What is at the end of the earth?" And Captain Cook was a wise man. Captain Cook had seen much of the world. He said, "I do not know what is at the end of the earth, but I have been told that far, far away there is a place where trees talk like people, where animals live like neighbours, and where people are born from the ground." Chatter began amongst the council elders. They were very excited. Captain Cook went on. "Wise men have told me," he said, "that at the end of the earth is a portal to the sky." This is what Captain Cook said when the council leaders brought him to the parliament. The council leaders gave Captain Cook all the resources he needed, and Captain Cook prepared to begin his voyage. The council leaders offered Captain Cook the best men with the neatest uniforms and the best manners. But Captain Cook did not want these men. Instead, Captain Cook walked in the street to find anyone who knew what lay at the end of the earth. He could not find anyone who had been to the end of the earth. There was nobody in the streets who had been to the end of the earth. But as Captain Cook walked in the streets, he met wise people who wanted to join him on the journey. There were big men and small men, clever people and dumb people, and after a short time, Captain Cook had found the right number of people. Captain Cook found wise men in the street who would go with him to the end of the earth. After a short time, Captain Cook had prepared the voyage. Captain Cook left on his voyage, and his people were very sad to see him leave. The small children cried as he left. Their mothers told them that when Captain Cook got to the end of the earth, he would find the sky. This cheered up the small children. There was much ceremony and celebration. And as Captain Cook left, the grandmothers led the people in song. Heart of ocean, between land and sky, we offer ourselves to the ocean, its greatness, its vastness. Heart of ocean, we offer ourselves to your greatness. The elder grandmother talked to the ocean and asked if it had heard their song. The ocean replied that it had heard their song. The ocean replied that it would carry Captain Cook and his band of wise men. The elder grandmother told her people, "The ocean has said that it will carry Captain Cook and his band of wise men. The ocean has said that Captain Cook will be safe." This made the people very relieved, and they were able to go on with their business without too much sadness. The ocean carried Captain Cook and his band of wise men. The first place the ocean took them was a small island. When they landed on the island, Captain Cook asked the island which way was the sky. At first the island did not reply. So Captain Cook asked the island again which way was the sky. And again the island did not reply. After a while, some island people came across Captain Cook. They said, "Hello," and Captain Cook said, "Hello." Captain Cook said to them, "Greetings, people of this island. We have come from far, far away. We are people of the earth, and we are in search of the sky. With the powers you have over the ocean, you have brought us to your island. We do not know your custom, but we come in peace." The island people replied, "Greetings, people of the earth. We have seen you coming, and we welcome you on our island. Our custom dictates that you should offer us gifts with healing properties. We do not want gifts that will make us unhealthy. But if you have no gifts that will make us healthy, then it will be good enough to keep to yourselves and leave no trace of your presence here. If you have gifts of healing, we will gladly accept them and offer our hospitality." Captain Cook consulted his wise men. The wise men wondered what they had to offer. They decided that they will offer the people sugar. Captain Cook said to the people of the island, "We have sugar as an offering to you. Sugar is made with much energy and much pain. It is a poisonous thing, but it has cleansing and healing properties if it is placed in a fire. You can burn sugar to ensure healing of your people." The people of the island gladly accepted their gift. The people of the island offered a prophecy to Captain Cook. They said, "Captain Cook, you are a journey to the end of the earth in order to find the sky. There are many years of fear, hardship, and unhappiness ahead. Your people will forget the correct rituals. Your people will forget the sun. The sun is very kind and very forgiving, but one day the sun will forget your people. The sun will hide itself behind the moon, and this will be the time for your people to remember the correct rituals. When your people remember the correct rituals, the sun will return and bring a new light to your people." So Captain Cook said that he had heard their words. Captain Cook asked the people of the island, "I wish to speak with the island." The people showed Captain Cook the correct rituals and he was able to ask his question. One day later, Venus passed over the sun. When Venus passed over the sun, Captain Cook saw the direction it was pointing. There was much ceremony and celebration. Captain Cook and his wise men said goodbye to the people of the island. They continued on the journey to the end of the earth. And once more they sang to the ocean. "Heart of ocean, heart of ocean, between land and sky, we offer ourselves to the ocean, its greatness, its vastness. Heart of ocean, we offer ourselves to your greatness." Far away back on Earth, the elder grandmother was also singing to the ocean. She asked for news of Captain Cook, and she was able to tell her people that Captain Cook and his band of wise men had found an island halfway to the end of the earth. Captain Cook and his band of wise men were on the ocean for a long time. After a long time, they arrived at a large and flat land like a big plain. On this land there were no buildings, there was no work and no business. All the ground was soil. Captain Cook and his band of wise men had found the land where trees talk like people, where animals live like neighbours, and where people are born from the ground. They had found the end of the earth. Many years passed in which Captain Cook returned to Earth. When Captain Cook returned to Earth, the council leaders held a great meeting to discuss the findings. In the Parliament, it was decided that Captain Cook had found the end of the earth. In the Parliament, it was decided that since there was the end of the earth, there must also be the sky. They asked Captain Cook, "So where is the sky?" Captain Cook replied that he had not found the sky, but that wise people had told him that the sky could be found at the end of the earth. The council leaders decided that they must find the sky. "We must find the sky!" Captain Cook told them that you must go to the end of the earth before you can find the sky. But the council leaders would not listen. The council leaders wanted the sky for themselves. Captain Cook was thrown out of the Parliament. The council leaders wanted the sky for themselves. The council leaders asked many more captains to lead people to the end of the earth. The captains walked in the street in search of people who knew how to get to the end of the earth. They did not find anybody who had been to the end of the earth. The captains found many wise people who had heard of the land where trees talk like people, where animals live like neighbours, and where people are born from the ground. The captain carried these people on the ocean. Many years passed in which many people followed Captain Cook's path to the end of the earth. Many people were carried on the ocean, but many people died on the ocean since they had forgotten to practice the correct rituals. There was much hardship and unhappiness on the way to the end of the earth. The council leaders knew the correct rituals, but they would not tell the people. The council leaders thought the rituals were not important. The council leaders wanted the rituals for themselves. There was much hardship and unhappiness on the way to the end of the earth. When the people arrived at the end of the earth, they built into the ground like they had done on Earth. The people of Earth did not know the correct rituals. They built themselves homes made out of bricks and roads made out of stone. The people of the earth built and built until bit by bit they covered all the soil of this new land with their work and their business. And soon the people of the earth could no longer see the soil. They kept building and building until the ground became rocks all the way down. The ground of this new land at the end of the earth became rocks of work and business. Captain Cook passed. The council leaders passed, and with them the correct rituals which they had kept for themselves. Great cities were built on the soil in the image of the earth. Cities, work, business, economies. But the people of the earth had not completely forgotten what the soil was. They still knew that they had found the land where trees talk like people, where animals live like neighbours, and where people are born from the ground. Though they built into the ground, the soil did not completely disappear. The soil whispered to the people of the earth so they did not forget about it. After a few generations, the soil began to speak more loudly. The whole of Mother Earth, La Madre Tierra, began to speak to the people of Earth. Mother Earth began to speak to the people who were at the end of the earth in that new land of Australia. Amongst the work and the business, the cities and the economy, the people were distracted from Mother Earth and they could not hear very well. But on the land, in the mountains, on the plains, in the desert, people began to hear Mother Earth, La Madre Tierra. Mother Earth spoke to the people at the end of the earth. Mother Earth said that the time would come when they would learn the correct rituals, and in this way, the people at the end of the earth, in that new land of Australia, would find the sky. At the end of the earth, people began to speak to their grandmother. The people did not know the correct rituals. The people looked into the ocean where they had come from. They spoke to the ocean which had carried Captain Cook to the end of the earth. Their grandmother replied, "You have found the end of the earth. Remember the correct rituals. Learn the correct rituals. Listen to the Mother Earth, your grandmother, your grandfather. Mother Earth will teach you the correct rituals." The people heard her words and they began to learn the correct rituals. The people began to learn the correct rituals. The people learned about fire and about the earth itself. The people spoke to the ocean. They said, heart of ocean between land and sky, we offer ourselves to you. You have brought us to the end of the earth. The end of the earth. Here at the end of the earth, the sky is to be found. Heart of ocean between land and sky. Show us where the sky is to be found. There was much fear among the people at the end of the earth, in that new land of Australia. They began to ask for a leader who would lead them in the correct rituals. They turned to the ocean and asked once more, heart of ocean between land and sky, send us one who will show us the correct rituals. Remember Captain Cook, remember the correct rituals, send us one who will show us the sky. The ocean heard, but the ocean did not send anyone. The ocean spoke to the people. People of the end of the earth. The sky does not exist in work and business. The sky exists in the earth itself. Mother Earth, La Madre Tierra, exists in all of you, in your own destiny and your own purpose. Their words were heard throughout the land, those words of the ocean, in the mountains, on the plains, in the desert, and the land began to respond. The birds began to speak to the people and the trees. A great movement began all over the land and all over the world. The people who had come to find the sky began to see their own path. The people began to see their own destiny and their own purpose. The people began to see their personal destiny and their personal purpose. The movement began slowly, but soon it moved very fast. The land began to speak, and the people saw their path to the sky. In that new land of Australia, the cities began to change. The people stopped their work and their business, and they began to speak to each other. The people spoke to each other, and with the mountains, the plains, and the desert. They no longer built into the ground, and instead of tearing up the soil, they began to speak to it. There was much hardship and unhappiness, but together the people were able to strengthen each other. Together, the people spoke to the soil. And one day, the sun hid itself behind the moon. Many people saw the sun hide itself, and although they did not hear the old island prophecy, they knew that the moment had arrived to remember the correct rituals. And this day has come, when the sun hid itself behind the moon. And, in that new land of Australia, many people saw the sun hide itself. Although they did not hear the old island prophecy, they knew that the moment had arrived to remember the correct rituals. And so it is today. Through much hardship and fear, the heart of sky and the heart of earth are meeting. The people are remembering. So it is, the story of Australia, the land at the end of the earth where people sought the sky. This is the story of Australia, my story of Australia, its beginning, its middle, and its end. The cycle of Australia is complete. Through much hardship and fear, the people have learnt the correct rituals and seen a new era of light, where there's earth and also sky. Now, the people live in a land where trees talk like people, where animals live like neighbours, and where people are born from the ground. A new era is upon us, of reconciliation and light. The heart of earth and the heart of sky are meeting. We, or I, must not forget our decision to be born at this time. For a new era is upon us. A new era is upon us, of respect, happiness, and reconciliation. It is said that on December 21st, 2012, there will be much ceremony and celebration. On December 21st, 2012, there was much ceremony and celebration at the end of the earth, as the heart of sky met the heart of the earth, La Madre Tierra. I speak to you today on my own as my personal story. It is my personal path and my personal destiny. I hope my words will be an ocean. I hope my words will be a portal that might carry me to the sky. Though I'm on my own, I will kiss the earth in ceremony and celebration. This is only my personal story I've shared with you. It is my path and is my destiny.